welcome in to Extreme Talk presented. We got a sponsor presented by Cornett Performance. That's right, Cornett Performance jumping in as the sponsor of Extreme Talk this season. And let me just tell you about them a little bit. You've heard him on our broadcast. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. He's former 8-man player Eli Cornett. He is a current coach, former college player as well. He's been part of coaching staffs that have sent 6 players to All-Star games and 4 to All-American games. He's got speed and agility training. There's one other thing I wanted to mention about it. Hang on a second. His training is strictly speed and agility based. They offer football, cross country, and track based training as well. So you can email them for rates and more info. CornettPerformance@gmail.com. Again, that's CornettPerformance@gmail.com. They got a bunch of time slots available, and you can get some sports specific training. You can check them out on Instagram at Cornett Performance. They do one-on-one. They do group training. And each athlete and client has their own personal customized program. And so this is a former 8-man guy. And it's not just for 8-man. It can be for 11-man. But a former 8-man guy trying to give back. They go all the way down to age 10. So they start pretty much middle school age. So go check them out on Instagram. And give them a shot. But big shout out to Cornett Performance for sponsoring the show. And I forgot to mention this last week, and I felt terrible about doing it. I want to give a huge shout out to Fairlife Core Power Protein. I'd forget which year this is, maybe year 4, but they've been a sponsor of ours for several seasons now, and they have partnered with us. Originally, it started as they were the sponsor for the player of the game when we were doing games weekly, and then it kind of transitioned to offensive and defensive player of the week. So all throughout the season, and I know we posted the picture of all the drinks a couple weeks ago, but all throughout the season, every week, there's a committee that, and it's not me, I promise, there's a committee that will vote on a offensive and defensive player of the week. Those guys will get a case of the 3 flavors of Core Power: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry banana. And they'll also get a T-shirt, and it'll all be given to them, no charge, and just to recognize the performance they had. So a huge shout-out to Fairlife Core Power Protein. You can check them out in stores. Well, I guess I need to bring in my co-host. Now that we got the business part out of this out of the way, if you listened to the show last week, you know that I have a co-host this season. He is an All-American. He is a representative of a defunct program in school. He is a West Tennessee product. He is a Mississippi State diehard. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Blake Biggs. Did I get that right, Blake?
Hey, James. Hey, just thought I'd mention this. You could have left that second part out, but I guess we won't speak on it.
I did have an idea, and I hate that we didn't do it last week. Just kind of rushed trying to figure everything out. But I would like to have a moment of silence for Sacred Heart of Jesus High School, longtime program. A lot of great memories. I played in my senior year, so I'd like to have a moment of silence, if you would, for Sacred Heart of Jesus High School. They held on as long as they could. They tried. They fought. They rolled up to games with 9 players. And in the end, they just couldn't do it. Rest in peace, Sacred Heart. Thank you. All right. What do you think, Blake? Was that respectful? Was that
Respectful, yes. Necessary, no.
That's fair. Oh, that's fair. All right. Well, a couple other things to clean up from last week, Blake. I did forget to mention a couple things I might have gotten wrong. So I mentioned when we were going through the Georgia independent schools that Stewart County High School would not have a team. I've been corrected on that. They are having a team from the word that I've gotten. So Stewart County High School there in Lumpkin, Georgia, they're having a team. We're not going to rehash the helmet because I've seen their helmet. Honestly, I wouldn't have picked it. Blake, maybe you would have picked it, but I wouldn't
No
have picked
shot.
it. Okay, all right, fair enough. Also, let me pull this other part up. I did when we were talking about guys who have gone to play at the next level. I did forget to mention Udom Udi from Baker County High School there in Georgia, signed with Andrew College in Cuthbert, Georgia, to play football. So congratulations to him coming out of Baker County High School. It's a guy that I forgot to mention signing at the next level. Blake, we ran the competition last week with the helmets head to head. You picked, I picked out of each region conference association we went through. Did a head to head competition on Instagram and Twitter. Let me pull up the results. How do you think you did in terms of the teams you picked?
I think I did pretty solid, James. I guess the results speak for themselves.
Well,
So
let's go through this. So Georgia Independent, I picked Baker County High School. You picked Citizens Christian. Citizens won with 61% of the votes. So you're 1-0. GIA Region 1, we did Covenant versus Westminster Schools of Augusta. Covenant won by, hang on, I got the percentage. Where's the percentage? It was Covenant and Westminster Schools of Augusta. Covenant won by 72%. Got 72% of the votes. So you're 2-0. GIAA Region 2, Memorial Day. And you know what? I guess I could have done this as well. Hang on. Where's it at? So Georgia Independent, there's the winner there. Citizens Christian. And then GIAA Region 1, Covenant was the winner there. GIAA Region 2, Memorial Day, was the winner by with 73% of the vote. So far, you did pretty good, Blake. You're 3-0
yeah,
with really good percentages. CFA was the first one that I won. I think it was the first one. This is kind of out of order. But CFA, I had picked, or no, that's not CFA. Hang on. Where is the CFA? There it is. Or ACAA. Either way. But Tabernacle Christian won the contest. You had picked Victory Christian. Tabernacle got 55% of the vote. So a little bit lower percentage. And we did the voting on Instagram and Twitter as well. Twitter being used more so as a tiebreaker or like if it was super close just to kind of verify who won. So if it's like 55% or less, it was close. And then Twitter kind of pushed it over a little bit. So that's how that works. AISA Blake, I got that one with Evangel Christian Montgomery. Only 57% of the votes. So you're up 3-2. ACSE, you got Lighthouse Christian. So 2 purple helmets winning. Interesting. Lighthouse Christian, 75% of the vote. Which was the highest percentage you got on a team that you won, on the one that you picked. ACEL, Acadiana Christian, which was your pick. If it'll pull up, there we go. Well, hang on. There we go. ACEL, 71% of the vote. You got that one. South Carolina Independent Schools, the independent teams. Where's that one at? Right there. Victory Christian got the win there with 79% of the votes. That's the highest out of the whole competition we ran this past week, Blake. That was the highest percentage, 79% of the votes over Orangeburg Christian. SCISA, SCISA Region 1 was Newberry versus Wardlaw. Wardlaw won that one. This was one of the close ones I was talking about. Wardlaw ended up getting 52% of the votes once you factored in Twitter. SCISA Region 2, if I can find it. Where did it go? There it is. SCISA Region 2, JDA won that one with 58% of the votes. And then the SIFA, Coastal Hurricanes won that one with 53% of the votes. So, let's see, you're 3-0. It's 3-0, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5. So you were 6-5 last week. Not bad.
Not
Just
bad.
about 500. And for those that might bring up Seek, the two helmets that both we picked, we got informed that both of them were wrong. So we went back and fixed them. Blake grinded it out, knocked it out. Shout out to Blake. And so we're gonna repost that matchup this week, and so we're gonna run it back this week with the voting that we're gonna do. So we will get the sequence voted on. I don't remember who was in the lead on that one. I feel like it might have been the Tigers, but we'll see. So those are the winners last week, and so like we mentioned, what we'll do is the winners from this week, the winners from last week, and then I think we'll have one more week. So we'll have 3 weeks of voting, and all the winners will meet up in a bracket, and so then we will have a bracket competition seeded by the percentage of votes that everybody got. And that's how we'll seed it. We'll do a whole bracket the 4th week of July, and then we will figure out, Blake, who has the best helmet in the South in 8-man. I'm interested because there's some good ones. We're going to go over some good ones today. There's some really good ones today that we're going to go over. From you putting the helmets together and then me putting the slides together, I saw some solid ones. And listen, I'm just saying, Tennessee, Alabama, some of y'all need to step your game up because there's some good ones. So let's jump into it. Blake, let's go up to Virginia first. So you got the VISFL there in Virginia, the Virginia Independent Schools Football League. The word I've gotten is so far they were all split into divisions, and then now I'm hearing they're going to be all grouped together. I'm hearing a couple different stories. So what we're going to do is just group them all together because there's some of the helmets that aren't great. And you see those on the right there, some of the solid color ones, and then there's some really, really nice ones on here to pick from. So that's what we'll do. But real quick, let's run through the teams. Now, you did have 3 teams switch to 11-man for this season. And let me pull up. I should have had it already pulled up. Let's see. Let me pull up VISFL. It's a mouthful. Try saying that 10 times fast. And on Max Preps, they're listed as VISAA, but it's the VISFL. So three schools have moved up to 11-man this year, and that is the Covenant School, Christ Church Academy, and Virginia Episcopal School. So those 3 have moved up for the 2025 season. And so these are the teams that are playing 8-man in Virginia this upcoming season. We'll start at the top left. That is Blessed Sacrament Huguenot. I know I just butchered that. Blessed Sacrament Huguenot. Blake, I feel like it's Huguenot.
I feel like it's Huguenot. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a Virginian.
I'm not a Frenchman either. So I feel like that's a French word. Little out of my range of expertise there. So let me see. Let me scroll through real quick. All right, so that's top left. Middle left is Randolph-Macon Academy. I believe it's a military school. I know it was in the military division. They had a military division last year. So Randolph-Macon was in that division. Bottom left is Chincoteague High School, and Blake, I don't know if you remember hearing this last year. I struggled with this name for a while, and then I finally got a
Mhm.
Virginia coach on because I was saying Chincoteague, Chincoteague. I didn't know how to say it. He goes Chincoteague, and I was like, boom, got him.
Yep.
Uh, so they got some funny names. There's another one coming up here in a second. All right, so top left is Fuqua Academy or Fuqua High School. They got some public schools in here too. Middle, the middle red one there with the Q, that is Quantico High School, and it is a military school. It was in that military division. Um, and then below that is Massanutten. That's another one. I kept messing it up over and over and over again. If we finally had a guy who listens to the show, his wife's family's from Virginia. He hit me up. He goes, "Dude, it's not Massanutten. It's not Massanutten. It's Massanutten." I said, "All right, cool, got it." All right, so that's Massanutten, and then top right, the orange one, that's Greenbrier Christian, there in Virginia. And then in the middle there is Brunswick Academy, who, if I'm not mistaken, they played for one of the championships there in Virginia. I know they played for it. I don't know if they won it. Let me see. They did win it. They beat Southampton Academy last year in to win that title, and that was the Division II championship. So shout out to Brunswick, defending champs. Probably should have put them in a better spot there. And then the bottom one there below Brunswick is hang on, which one is that one? That is Rappahannock County High School, there in Virginia. And then on the far right, you'll see some of the solid color helmets. The burgundy one is Fishburne Military Academy. The white one beside it is Southampton Academy. The above that, there's like a orangish brown one that's Kinston Forest, and then the top right one is Broadwater Academy. So 13 teams there in the VISFL. Love to see the amount of football being played up in Virginia. They got some good players too. I don't know if you remember, Blake. Jaden Watson came out of Brunswick Academy last year and stole the show in that 8-man seniors game. They got some talent up there. And he's gone. All right. So we'll keep going. All right. So out of the VISFL. Let me see. Blake, are you there?
James.
There he
Hey,
goes.
James.
There he goes.
Yep.
I was just saying, do you remember Jaden Watson there from Brunswick Academy in that 8-man seniors game in Gatlinburg last year?
Uh,
He was
Shoot,
one of the running backs.
it's been a second, but
He stole
probably.
he stole the show from going back and watching it. He stole the show.
Uh,
Virginia's just got a ton of talent on the gridiron in terms of 8-man, but 13 teams there in the VISFL. Blake, since you have the better record for our little competition,
uh,
you have the first pick, sir.
okay, okay. That bottom right team. What did you say their name was again, James? I can't quite
That one
recall.
is Rappahannock County.
Let me get Rappahannock, please.
All right. So Blake has taken Rappahannock County. Anything particular stand out?
Um, I'm a sucker for solid, same color shells, same color face mask kind of helmet. That navy looks slick, James.
That's that Clemson logo too, with
Yeah,
the paw print. All right, fair
it's a good
enough.
logo.
It is a solid logo. You know what? I'm actually there's a couple that I'm going back and forth between. There's a couple good ones. You know what? I'm going military school. I'm going Quantico High School.
Ooh,
The red helmet, the black face mask, the Q with the swords. That's I'm gonna go.
yeah,
I was on the fence between three of them. Chincoteague there at the bottom left, Quantico, and Fuqua is good there with the black with the red. I guess it'd be like wings. And then Greenbrier Christian there with the orange and G. I'm debating between all of them. Greenbrier's the Gators. I can't do that. I can't do that. Chincoteague, it's a solid one, but just the red and black and yellow, it works.
yeah,
So
it does work.
I'm
Yeah,
going Quantico. All right. So
it's a sick logo too,
it
James.
really is. It
Good
really
looking
is.
logo.
I had to do
Yeah,
a deep dive for that one too.
yeah.
Real deep dive. All right. So Blake has taken Rappahannock County, and I'm taking Quantico. Let's see the next one. Let's bounce from Virginia, Blake, out to Arkansas, and talk about the HCAA. Now they have two divisions. They have an Oklahoma division, or Oklahoma slash Kansas division, kind of, and then they have an Arkansas division. Um, and we're going to cover the teams in Arkansas because I feel like if we did the ones in Kansas and Oklahoma, there's other 8-man teams there. So then it's like, okay, well, why aren't. So we're just going to stick with the
Yeah.
Arkansas ones. So
Okay.
top left, you've got Southwest Christian. Top right, you have Trinity Christian. Bottom left is Arkansas Christian Academy. And then bottom right is Abundant Life Christian. And Blake,
Mm.
I see what you mean now. I got a little crazy with the Southwest. Got the stickers on there from the picture we
Yeah.
saw. It's
Yeah.
still pretty
Yeah.
sick. That's still pretty sick though.
I kind of played around with that one a little bit, James. I'm trying to think here. Of
Yep,
course, I don't know if you knew this, James, but my senior year, we actually played Abundant Life at home.
that's right. You're right. Yep.
And yeah, we played them, and we beat them pretty soundly. And I think they either went on to win their state, or they just hardly lost. I can't remember for the
Well,
life of me.
let's see what that would have been
Yeah,
2021.
21,
Let's see.
21.
Let's pull it up real quick. Um. Well, I don't know if it was 21 because they got walloped in the playoffs in 21.
Okay.
Let's see. Did they play? Did you play them your junior year maybe?
No, it was my senior year. That
Just a
was
senior. I
21.
got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
senior. Yeah,
they Destiny Christian out of Oklahoma beat them
yeah,
2 years in a row in the playoffs.
yeah. Well, Destiny's they're kind of powerhouse there. So
They
I mean,
are.
I
You're
think
right.
everybody was getting whopped by them. So
Destiny, and Sunrise
uh,
Christian both were really really good. But Southwest Christian,
yeah,
out of these four, they actually won. So they did a D2, D3. D3 was the top two teams from Oklahoma and Arkansas. They cross played, and then D2 was the bottom two teams from both divisions. They cross played. So Southwest Christian ended up beating Cross Christian from Oklahoma, and then Crossover Prep from Oklahoma to win the D2 championship for the HCAA. So that being
yeah,
said, Blake, what do you got?
yeah. So again, like I said, I played against Abundant Life in person. I've seen their uniforms are beautiful. Like really, I mean it. It's smooth. It's white on white. And I again, like the image doesn't do it justice. They're the sticker on the helmet's kind of like metallic almost.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going Abundant Life for my pick.
All right. So HCAA, Blake is going Abundant Life. All right. Um, man, I'm bouncing between Southwest and Arkansas Christian. It's a sick logo, and then the gray helmet with the purple.
Mm.
Southwest is kind of clean. Um, you know what? I'm gonna go Arkansas Christian. I'm gonna go
Oh,
ACA. That the silver with the purple, the logo is sick.
Hmm.
Southwest is a clean helmet. The
It is very
SC,
clean.
the interlocking SC, the white and blue, the Colts. Look, I see that. I'm going ACA.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Arkansas Christian Academy. All right. So that's the HCAA there in Arkansas. So let's slide down to Mississippi, Blake, and talk about the Mid South Christian Football League. You got 5 teams in it. They're at the top left is Magnolia Wildcats. They're the defending champs of that conference. There were it was the New Orleans Homeschool Saints. Then it became the Slidell Homeschool Saints. My source says tell me they're not having a team this year, so that's the only reason they're not
Mm.
on here. But Magnolia Wildcats, they're the defending champs. Sent several guys to Gatlinburg, had a great season. Their top right is going to be Southeastern Homeschool. In the middle is the Meridian Flyers for first year team, I think, maybe second. I know for sure first. And then there on the bottom left is going to be FELAC, which stands for Faithful Explorers Accelerated Learning Center. They are the Warriors, and that's the best we got for the helmet there. And
Yeah.
then in the middle is the Flyers, and then bottom left or bottom right, I'm sorry, is the Pine Belt Spartans, second year team down there in Mississippi. I believe they're out of Mississippi.
They are.
Okay.
Hattiesburg.
Yep, Hattiesburg. Yep, that's right. All right, so that's the Mid South Christian Football League, second year of the conference. Magnolia, the defending champs. What you got, Blake?
I gotta get the Wildcats on this one.
Fair enough.
Magnolia. Oh,
It's a solid. That's a solid logo. I'm guessing you like
hmm.
the white on white.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the white on white and a good logo like that. I never played against them, but I have seen the helmets before, like at Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a solid helmet. It's kind of like how like the Tennessee helmet's nothing but a solid white, white face mask, a solid white shell, but it looks good, and it even though it's basic, that's kind of what I'm getting at, James.
It's that power T.
Yeah, it's that power T.
That
It's a good
power T, baby.
logo.
You know what? I'm going with the Flyers there in the middle, the Meridian
Mm,
Flyers. That is that. Talk about sick logos.
mm-hmm.
That's a sick logo. And then the white and the
Yeah,
gray, and it matches with the helmet. It's a sick. That's sick. So
yeah.
I'm
They're the
going
new dog on the block.
right, right.
Yeah.
So I'm
Uh-huh.
going. I'm going with Meridian on that one. Um, Something we decided to do too is there was one or two independent teams in Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, just all kind of combined. So we went ahead and put them all in one category. Um, and so we'll run through those real quick. Top left is the Mississippi Tornadoes. They used to be the Faith Explorers. No, not Faith Explorers. Faith Academy Tornadoes, I think. I think they're rebranded, but second year of playing ball. So Mississippi Tornadoes there. Unity Christian is on the top right. You have Northeast Baptist out of Louisiana. Unity Christian coming out of Mississippi. Northeast Baptist out of Louisiana. Trinity Christian Homeschool, they're bottom right. They're out of Alabama. They used to be Hope Christian, if I'm not mistaken. They're the old Hope Christian out of Pelham. And then it became Trinity Christian. And then first year program, ASP, American Sports Prep, out of Tuscaloosa, headed up by former John Teasley, who used to be with North River Christian. So Mississippi Tornadoes, Unity Christian, Northeast Baptist, Trinity Christian, and ASP all playing independent so far this season. So, Blake, if you don't mind, I'm going to pick first on this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to write this down real quick, too. Um, I'll tell you which one really stands out to me. It's that ASP. I
Yeah.
love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for the American flag, America. It's just I love
Yeah.
ASP. So I'm gonna take ASP on this one.
Oh. Oh. Gosh. That's a tough one. That was gonna be my pick,
Oh,
James.
was
You
it?
know, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, anything to get your record better.
Gotta try. Gotta
I
try.
see. Yeah.
It was close. It was 6-5.
Yeah.
It was close.
That's all right. Let's see. See, I didn't know about the whole Trinity Hope Christian thing. I didn't know about that. It's the first time hearing that.
Yeah, it's the Old
But
Hope Christian.
oh, okay, okay. Oh, this one was hard to do, but Mississippi Tornadoes, that was a hard logo to make. But because there was no internet proof of that one,
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. But that is a good looking logo. That is how you do a logo, James.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh,
All right. So Blake taking the Tornadoes, and I have ASP. And we'll see both of them actually in Gatlinburg. Tornadoes taking on Southern Christian out of Alabama, and then ASP taking on the Tennessee Heat in Gatlinburg. So there's that. All right. So that's four. All right. So we're gonna run through. I don't know why there's some feedback. Blake, let's run through the MAIS, a conference, an association you're familiar with. Um, they've got some good ones. And they shook things up a little bit from last year. So if we don't point out the champs, the regions are kind of shaken up a little bit.
yeah.
Um, I might be able to figure. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull
Here,
up.
I should be able to tell you, James. I have
Yeah,
it
if you can pull
written
up
down.
who are some of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
some of the champs from last year. I don't. I think
Oh,
they
the
just.
champs. Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
champs. I've got the
Uh,
teams. I've got the teams, but I don't. I'm probably
yeah.
gonna
Let me
blank on
let me
some of the
pull it up.
champs. All
Yeah,
right.
they kind of. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say while you're pulling
Okay.
that up, let's run through some of these. So this is MAIS 1A and then Region 1. So MAIS has 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and then these are the regions inside of it. So this is Region 1. Top left, you have Deer Creek Academy. Top right, you have Delta Academy. Bottom left, you have Delta Streets Academy. And then bottom right, you have North Sunflower Academy. So that's MAIS 1A Region 1.
Okay. So James.
And I don't think there were any champs out of this region last year, unless I'm mistaken.
Y- let me read it again. It's just kind of everywhere. No, there was not.
Okay. All right. Good
There
to
was
know.
not. So, just to recap, DeSoto, from Arkansas, they beat Tunica in the Class 2A,
Okay.
and
And I know both of them are
Briarfield.
coming up.
Right, yeah. Briarfield beat Wilkinson Christian.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yep. So, I got to go for my pick right here. I played against Delta Academy. I remember we went down there. We had an open game. We had an open week. They had an open week, and James, it was kind of one of those, Mississippi ball games where the game was already decided before half. One of those like, one of those like the refs kind of knew who they were rooting for before.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get my get back right here. I'm not choosing Delta because of that. Seriously, every
Fair
single
enough.
call, James, every single call. I'm going with Deer Creek. That's a slick element.
Well, I mean, you know what's funny is I actually had written down Delta already because I thought that's who you were gonna go
Oh
with.
God.
Well, listen, you got the outsiders from Tennessee coming down to Magnolia State. They're gonna be a little home cooking. All right, there's gonna be a little
Uh,
bit.
uh,
You,
there's some things I could say I can't say on air about what they said about us. So
you know what would be crazy is if I took Delta Academy.
you're about to
That's
do it,
that's
aren't you?
that's what I'm doing. I'm taking Delta.
Oh my
That's
God,
sick,
James.
dude. The
Oh
script
my
on the
God.
side, the stripe, the blue on
hmm
blue. You got to take Delta.
it's a slick looking helmet.
I'm
I
taking
cannot
that
lie
one.
to you,
I'm
James. Yeah.
trying to win this contest. I hate
Okay.
I
All
hear
right.
I hate that they were terrible to you, but I'm trying to win this. So I'm taking Delta Academy for MAIS 1A Region 1. So let's go to Region 2. They're in the MAIS. And we'll start top left. That's going to be Benton Academy. Top right is going to be Christian Covenant. or Christ Covenant School. Bottom left is Humphreys Academy, and then bottom right is Porter's Chapel Academy. Not a solid region, honestly, in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
Um,
No.
what do you got, Blake?
Ooh. Uh, I might have to go cross covenant on this one.
Oh, you took CCS from me, dadgummit.
Mm.
This was the CCS I was gonna pick.
Oh.
Um, it's all good. It's all good. All right. So you're taking Christ Covenant. Let's see. I gotta go Porter's Chapel. No,
Hmm.
no. Hold on. I'm debating between Porter's Chapel and Humphreys. I'm gonna go Humphreys. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Humphreys.
Okay. James, little side note here. Just shout out whoever runs Ben Academy's social media, or not really shout out, more shout down. I got to say, I spent an hour and a half trying to find your helmet on the internet, and this is what I came up like. This is the only thing I could find.
Oh
Who,
goodness.
whoever's running their football social media, do better,
Hopefully it's
do better.
not.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not from like 6 years ago. Now I will say they do have a sick
Oh
logo.
man.
Have you seen their
Yeah.
logo? They're called the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick logo.
Yeah, but it was like I couldn't find anything like from the past decade
Oh
with
my
their
gosh.
with yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Like even Facebook, man. Oh,
Oh goodness. All right. So Blake is taking Christ Covenant. I'm taking Humphreys County. I'm getting away from the logo. I do like a good helmet with a number on it.
mm-hmm. Yep.
I am a fan of that. So, and 12 was a good year because I graduated in 2012. So, it's a good year there. All right. So this is MAIS Region 1A or MAIS 1A Region 3. So we got 5 teams in this one. We're going to go top left is Ben's Ford Christian. Had a couple guys play in Gatlinburg out of Ben's Ford, like Ian Knight comes right to mind. Had a great showing there in Gatlinburg. So Ben's Ford Christian there, top left. Bottom left is Hillcrest Christian. They played in Florida a couple years ago. Top right is Newton County Academy. Bottom right is Prentice Christian. And then there in the middle is Silva Bay Academy. Both Silva Bay and Prentice are the Saints. Obviously, you can see what Newton County is there, top right. Hillcrest Christian, they're the Cougars. And then Ben's Ford, I believe they're the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. So, Blake, what do you got?
James, you know me. I got to witness a year of the Mike Leach air raid. As a student here at State, I got to go with the Cougars on this one.
All right.
Love me a good looking Cougar logo like that.
All right. So, Blake is taking Hillcrest Christian. Ben's Ford, the only team in this region coming out of Louisiana. But I'm actually going to go a different way. Listen, guys, hear me out. If you're going to do the Saints logo, try to get freaking close to their helmet. If you're going to do it, at least try to get close. I kind of thought about going Newton County because I like how clean that is, but I'm going Prentice Christian with the
Mm.
Saints logo, the black helmet. I don't black face mask. I don't even like the Saints, but I think they've done a great job with that helmet. So I'm going Prentice Christian on this one. Not a solid region either. Last couple of
Mm-mm.
regions, little soft, guys.
A little shaky, yeah.
Little shaky. There's some good ones on here. I know there's some good
Yeah.
ones. I know I said there were some good ones. Region 1, I think, was really, really good. So, so now this is MAIS 1A Region 4. So we'll start at the top left. That's going to be Claiborne Academy. In the middle there is Prairie View Academy, and then River Oaks Academy, a team that came down to Florida and played in the tournament in Division II and won the whole thing. They've got guys playing. Kenneth Boston Jr. is playing D1 at Ole Miss. So this is MAIS 1A Region 4. Blake, I feel like I know which one you're going to take. So go ahead. Go ahead and break my heart.
Okay. Honestly, this region in great. We got Prairie View, which is just a PV logo. You got I forgot. I already forgot the name of that. It's just a
Claiborne.
rip off of the California. Yeah, Claiborne. It's just rip off of the California Angels logo.
Who are the
I gotta
California
go.
Angels?
Uh, they're the Los Angeles Angels.
Oh, okay,
They were
gotcha,
called.
gotcha.
Yeah, they're called California Angels before. Um, I gotta go River Oaks here,
River
James.
Oaks is just it's the best one in here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna give it a little bit of a shot, and I'm going Claiborne.
yeah.
And here's the reasoning versus Prairie View. Prairie View solid, but Claiborne, the gray helmet with the red face mask, the interlocking logo, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
River Oaks I think is the best one in this division or in this region, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot
Mm-hmm.
with Claiborne. Gotta try,
Yeah.
gotta try.
Still a weak region though.
And it's interesting
Yeah.
too, and maybe I mean we got the info from MAIS. It is interesting though. Region 3 has 5 teams. Region 4 only has 3. It's
Yeah.
interesting that it's not
I don't
even there.
understand that.
So this is MAIS 1A Region 5, and if I believe most of the three out of 4 of these teams. Let me double check. I believe 3 out of 4 of these teams coming out of Arkansas. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tunica is the
Tunica's out of Mississippi.
yeah. I think Tunica is the
Mm-hmm.
only one. Let me pull up their division, their district real quick. Yeah. So, excuse me. Top left is DeSoto Academy, who you mentioned. Which division did they win last year?
They won. DeSoto won 2A. It's DeSoto School, James.
DeSoto School. Yes,
Yeah,
my
and they
bad.
beat Tunica. So
Okay.
they
Yep,
beat
yep, yep.
Tunica. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. They have them losing to Newton County in playoffs.
That's weird. I'm reading it straight from an article from Clarion Ledger.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is yeah. So this is like I mean this is real. It's just max preps. You can't
Maybe
always trust max
something.
preps.
Maybe something happened with Newton County, because I do remember hearing DeSoto, hearing that they won. But that's interesting. Something had to have happened. Anyways, they did go 11, technically 11-1 last year. If you had they have that loss in the playoffs, but how many shot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 shutouts last year, and 2 games where they only allowed 1 touchdown. Ran through their competition. Anyways, so DeSoto School there on the top left. Top right is Tunica Academy. Bottom left is Marvell Academy in Marvell, Arkansas. And then bottom right is Lee Academy out of Marianna, Arkansas. Blake, what do you got on this one?
Uh, I'm gonna have to go DeSoto on this one. That is a clean helmet.
That's solid.
Yeah, it's solid. Um, James, I bet you didn't know this, but somebody on 8 Man Extreme has worked in broadcasting, went to one of these schools. I'm gonna let you guess the school, and I'm gonna let you guess um the person.
Somebody on the crew went to one of these schools.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you
Was this
guess the
was this
school
was
too.
this last year?
This is last year. Yep.
I'm guessing you. And I'm
No,
gonna.
I didn't get it. No, no, no. I didn't go to any of
Okay,
these
so you didn't
schools.
go to one of these schools.
Sacred Heart. No, no, no. I went to Sacred Heart.
I didn't know if before Sacred Heart you were at one of these.
Oh.
I
No,
forgot
no,
you
no,
were a
no,
Sacred.
no.
That's right, you were a Sacred Heart lifer. Goodness.
Yeah.
Give me,
It's
give me,
it's a
give me the,
deep
give me, the,
pool.
give me the event. Give me the event.
Okay, it was I think it was CFA championship.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
let me think through who worked the CFA.
Yeah. I can just go ahead and tell you the name. I'm not gonna give you the school though, if you
Okay, fair
want.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, it's fair. You hadn't met him yet. It was the one game he came, and the one game you weren't there. It was Omar, my buddy
Oh,
Omar.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. He's uh-huh.
I feel terrible. I forgot he worked that game. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Marvell.
Spot on.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
there you go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a stranger to 8 Man.
No.
Really? That's interesting.
No, believe it or not. Yeah, I kind of explained everything to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, he said he played in middle school, so pretty interesting."
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Blake took DeSoto. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Marvell. I
Oh.
like the red face mask,
Mm-hmm.
the MA logo. It's no. I'm going Tunica. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm using my mulligan. I'm going Tunica. The what's that called? Like
The pitchfork.
the pitch. I feel like there's a different name. Um, what's it called? A trident. Trident.
God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And they are the Tunica Academy. I believe they're the Devils,
Yeah. Blue
Blue
Devils.
Devils. Oh well, see, I gotta go. The town I
Yeah.
played ball in, White House, the local high school was the White House Blue
Hmm.
Devils. So I gotta go Blue
Yeah.
Devils. Gotta represent.
Yeah.
And
See, DeSoto.
it's a solid helmet.
Yeah. DeSoto hits a little bit closer to me because I mean I grew up in the Boy Scouts. Our mascot was like the Thunderbirds, and it was that exact logo. So
Really? Okay.
that's why I picked DeSoto.
If I'm
So
not mistaken, they got the stripe down the helmet too.
yeah,
I'm
that
not,
blue stripe.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's MAIS 1A Region 5. Let's go MAIS 1A Region 6. Got 4 teams in that division there. So top left is going to be Calhoun Academy. We had Kenny Melton in Gatlinburg. He came out of Calhoun. Top right is Columbus Christian Academy. Bottom left is Kemper Academy, and then bottom right is Hebron Christian. Coach Nate Carr over there at Hebron Christian. So, Blake, what do you got?
Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna have to go Columbus. Gosh, that's such a good logo
Okay.
right there. It's almost kind of like LSU, like their kind of deal on the
Yeah,
helmet.
yeah, where it's got the logo and the letters.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
and
one
and
was
they're
hard to
and they're
make,
the
but
Rams.
hmm
Yeah, that's sick. I'm going Calhoun. I'm
yeah,
going Calhoun. I
it,
got to see it in person last year with Kenny
it's
Melton being up
beautiful.
in Gatlinburg, and that's
Hmm.
solid. The
It's a s-
black on black and that Panther. I think it's a Panther
mhm.
logo. That's
Yeah, I think they're Cougar. Yeah,
let's see, might be you might be right. Let's see. Cougars. Yep, you're right. Out of
yeah.
Calhoun City, Mississippi. There's these little academies all over Mississippi. That's
Yeah.
kind of like
Hmm.
Alabama has a lot of 11-man academies like that. Arkansas's got some. South Carolina and North Carolina have a ton of them too. Mainly South Carolina. But all right. So Blake goes Columbus Christian, and I'm going Calhoun Academy. That's MAIS 1A Region 6. Let's go MAIS 1A Region 7. Pretty solid one here. So let's go top left is going to be Franklin Academy. Top right is Heritage Christian. Bottom left is that Tensis Academy? Did I say that right?
Uh, Texas, I believe. Hang on.
That's a
Hang on. Let me
tricky
look at the
one.
drive. Let
That's
me
a
look at the drive real
well.
quick,
I'm
James.
worried about pronunciation. I,
Oh,
th-
Texas. Okay,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's Texas.
Tensis. It's got to be Tensis.
Yeah,
And then bottom right, Wilkinson County
that's
Christian.
Wilkinson. Hmm.
Wilkinson County Christian there in Mississippi. I think all these teams coming out of let's see. I think Tensis might be Louisiana. It is. Okay, so Tensis
Yeah.
is Louisiana. And then now
So,
MAIS,
yeah.
and you might have picked up on if you're listening, you
Hmm.
might have picked up on this so far. MAIS Mid South Association of Independent Schools, they reach Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana. So there's 4 states
Yeah.
represented there.
Well, actually, there's four, James.
Which one? Which one am I missing?
Uh, Rossville in near Memphis,
That's right. That's right.
Tennessee. Yeah, they're 11.
They're
They're
11.
11
Yep.
there.
Yep.
So
So
yeah.
they are in there. Yep. All right. So this is MAIS. Well, it says 2A. Website said 1A, but regardless,
Yeah.
it's District 7. So Blake, which one are you taking?
I feel like this one's too hard not to take. Wilkinson, God, that is a fresh helmet right there.
That's how you do like you've got
That's
like
how you do it.
yeah, you like what was the it was Covenant
The
and
Rams,
yeah, the Ram
yeah,
logo
hmm
like Covenant does in Georgia. If you're going to do a Ram logo, that's
yeah,
how you do it right there.
yeah,
That's hard to beat. That's
yeah,
man,
hmm
that's a solid one. They've been a real good team for a while too.
yeah.
Um
Wilkinson,
yeah, Wilkinson.
yeah. They were runner ups, I believe. That yeah, they lost to Briarfield by 2 scores last year.
All right, so you took WCCA, which is clearly
hmm
the best one on here.
Clearly the number one. Yep.
I could go logo with Heritage Christian. I feel like I'm going to lose this one anyways. So why not? I'm going Tensas
Yeah.
Academy.
Oh, okay.
The
That,
red and blue. That's a sick look. I could go
yeah.
Heritage with the logo with the I think they're the Warriors. Let's
hmm
see. Out of
They are.
Picayune, they are the Warriors. Yeah, I could go there. I'm going Tensas. The
All
red
right.
and blue. The red and blue is solid, and they're the Chiefs. Okay, well now I got to change it because I hate the Chiefs. Um,
Give me both,
uh,
James.
no, I'm gonna stick to my guns. It's
Okay.
solid. It's solid. I'm going Tensas.
Yeah, James, I don't think you meant to do this, but you put Louisiana on the left side of the screen and Mississippi on the right side of the screen. I don't even think you noticed that.
I didn't even. Nope, I didn't notice that. I didn't even catch that. All right, that's MAIS 1A Region 7, District 7, whatever. Last one, MAIS 1A District 8. Solid lineup here, I think. Top
hmm
left is going to be Briarfield Academy. Top right is going to be Tallulah Academy. Bottom left is Riverdale Academy, and then bottom right is Union Christian. And let me pull up this division real quick because I think this is a split division as well, if I'm not mistaken. In terms of the states, I know Briarfield is Louisiana. No,
No, it's all
it's all
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Yep,
Uh-huh.
Union
Yep.
Christian. Yep, Union Christian in Farmerville, Tallulah and Tallulah, Riverdale and Coushatta, and then Briarfield and Lake Providence.
hmm
All right,
Which I don't understand how, Tensas and Tallulah are both in the same town, but they're in two different districts. That,
are they really?
yeah.
Hang on, I must have missed something. Let me see. Where's? Let me pull up Tensas. That's interesting. Well, Max Preps has them in St. Joseph.
Oh, shoot.
Now,
Okay,
now
yeah.
there,
I guess
I
it's,
know what you're talking about. There might be
yeah.
two. There, I think there is two schools. Let me look up Tallulah real quick because I know what you're talking about. Tallulah
I might have just, yeah, I
schools.
might have just miss input on that one, but still, it's Tallulah to
Um,
St. Joseph's about looking at it. Hang on, St. Joseph,
yeah, that's the only one in Tallulah.
yeah, 40 minutes away.
That's not
It's
bad.
different district. That's not bad.
Is St. Joe? Is that on the east side? Is that like the most eastern school?
It's hugging the river. It's just 30 miles south of Tallulah.
Okay, all right.
So I don't understand
I don't
that.
know. All right, so MAIS 1A Region 8. Which one are you going with, Blake?
Give me the state champs. That is a slick looking helmet.
Briarfield?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. Um, see, the purple helmets did well last week in the voting,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going Tallulah.
Solid.
The blue helmet with the yellow and then that Trojan logo. That's solid. That's solid right there. So Blake's taking Briarfield. I'm taking Tallulah. And so that's our 12 divisions for this week. We'll have the matchups posted on our social media on Instagram and then Twitter. You'll be able to vote on both of those platforms. Facebook doesn't have a voting, or maybe they do and I missed it, but you'll be able to vote on Instagram and Twitter You'll be able to help us pick the best helmet between the ones that Blake and I have chosen. All the winners will end up getting put in a bracket the last week of this season, but that is the MAIS. They have, if my math serves me well, 8 times 4 is 32. So 32 8-man teams. Easily the biggest division in the South. Now, they do have 11-man, so teams can kind of go back and forth, so there's a little bit of a feeder situation. But that's the MAIS, and then we talked about Mid-South Christian Football League, the independent schools from Mississippi, Louisiana, and Louisiana. Talked about the HCAA and the VISFL. Now, next week, Blake, the last ones we have to do is AAA. They're in Arkansas, the Arkansas Activities Association. They have the North, South, and the non-sanctioned division. And then Florida. You got 6 divisions there in Florida. And North Carolina as well. We didn't hit North Carolina this week, but the NCISAA, and then there's the Christian Independent Conference with some teams in it. So we'll cover all of those next week, and then have the matchups next week for that one. I'm trying to think. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11. We'll have to. There should be one more. We might do Mason-Dixon. That'll give us 12. So three weeks of 12 matchups. Yeah, that math works out. That math is out. So, yeah, MAIS, solid groups of helmets. That's a lot of fun. This is a fun way of going through who's playing in what division. Like and you get a little bit of a visual aid, a little bit of a help there.
Yeah.
So, little bit shorter show today. Now next week, probably next week we'll start doing some interviews. A little bit shorter show today. I've got some stuff going on. Blake's got some stuff going on. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there. But I do want to tell y'all thank you for listening. Big shout out to Cornett Performance for being a sponsor of the show and jumping on board. You can check them out on Instagram, or you can shoot them an email, cornettperformance@gmail.com. Big shout out to Fairlife Core Power Protein for being a sponsor as well. Thank you so much for listening. For Blake Biggs, I'm James Shannon. Check out the matchups this week on social media. See ya!